Hello, and Happy New Year to you. Those of you that I've not seen in person. Oh, I'm just going to need to do something. We're doing something clever today. And of course, and yes, there it is. The clever thing we're doing today is that we're broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube, and that's a kind of fun and new thing to do. And I don't know if there's anyone out there on YouTube, but nevertheless, it's kind of since I have a YouTube channel, it seemed appropriate that I should be broadcasting the live streams on YouTube at the same time, and the tech is now kind of available to let that happen. And but of course it's a new setup now, and there's an awful lot of software going on here in the studio. And one of the things that I just got wrong was that that because I'm watching it, kind of with my left eye on Facebook and my right eye on YouTube, they're out of sync. So I've got to ignore all of that. But one thing I had forgotten to do was turn the volume down on the Facebook. So I was kind of getting this strange echo in my ear. Anyway, all of that I have now dealt with, and so I think it's time to play some tunes. This first one is from a new project which has barely begun. Probably won't get finished until 2027 or thereabouts. But this is probably going to be the title track. The songs are about my hometown of Guildford. Those of you who know Guildford, it's not a particularly famous place. I don't think anything famous has really ever happened there. But it happens to be my home, and lots of fascinating and charming things have happened to me there. But nevertheless, this first song is about one of its major features, which is the river. The river is the River Wey, and well, the song explains. It's not exactly a huge river, but it's a nice, mature river. Anyway, this is called We've Got a River. We've got a river, lazy and green. It's not quite as big as the Mississippi, but it seems pretty big to me. We've got bridges, many and wide, so you don't need to fret or get your feet wet crossing from side to side. And the river goes down, 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 all the way down to London town. It goes down, 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 it goes down. We've got music, just like the river. Everybody's singing and playing, dancing and swaying, on like this forever. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of that lazy river saying music will set you free. And the music goes down, 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 all the way down to London town. It goes down, 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 it goes down. And on that fateful date back in '68, the river rose up and crashed the gate from Millmead almost to Tunsgate. Chaos everywhere, but I did not care, 'cause our school was closed until the water went down. They cleaned up the town, and no one will ever know it. We've got a river, lazy and green. Well, it ain't quite as big as the Mississippi, but it seems pretty big to me. When I die, and on my judgment day, want you to scatter my ashes in rainbow splashes into the riverway. And the river goes down, 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 all the way down to London town. It goes down, 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 it goes down. The music goes down, 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 all the way down to London town. It goes down, down, down. It goes down, down, down. It goes down. Yeah, so there's another song I've written and recorded for that. I haven't recorded this one yet, but so two out of probably 10 or 12 songs. So it's obviously a long way to go. So don't expect anything soon. The last album I did, I should say, by the way, I was camped out by the river yesterday evening for our annual One Winter's Night festival. And for those of you who don't know, there's a very good friend of mine called Gavin Thomas who runs GT Live Sessions, and every year he does a kind of best of the best show on the stage at the Yvonne Arnaud Theatre, which is absolutely magical. And it was a brilliant show last night. Lots of my good friends and some folks I don't really know playing up there, and absolutely having a whale of a time. It's lovely to play on such a grand stage. It's just unusual for people like us to have a proper theatre stage with, as it turns out, 600 people sitting quietly in the darkness. It's just lovely. And it's just by that river, just on the other side too, the Britannia pub, where the GT sessions happen. Anyway, so good luck. I'm sure Gavin will have raised a load of money for his charity, which was the Prostate Project. Right, so this next song is from my previous album, and it was a song inspired by playing. I was on stage doing a gig, and also on the same bill were some shanty singers. So I kind of borrowed the style. I know nothing about shanties, but I love that kind of that rhythm, which was all about the business of getting 50 sailors to pull the ropes in sync. So it was sort of a simple rhythm, sort of. And so it was songs for work. Their lyrics, I later discovered, are predominantly about drunkenness and women. And of course I know nothing of those things. So I wrote mine about a kind of urban life, about people living in far from the sea. Nothing to do with the sea whatsoever. Anyway, it's called The Life You Choose. Every day we fight the fight. Some you win and some you lose. Walk the line from wrong to right. You get the life you choose. You get the life you choose. She gets by on just enough, eats too little and drinks too much. Seeing a guy, but it won't last for long. One day pretty much like the other, worn out shoes and washed out color. Been a long time since she was 21. And then it's the weekend. Thank God for the weekend. Every day we fight the fight. Some you win and some you lose. Walk the line from wrong to right. You get the life you choose. You get the life you choose. He gets home from work at 9. Turn on the Xbox, kill some time. Pretty soon it's 2 in the morning. Moved out from his mom's house a year in June, living on takeaway Chinese food. His girlfriend left because she said he was boring. But what does she know? He's a dragon-slaying hero. Every day we fight the fight. Some you win and some you lose. Walk the line from wrong to right. You get the life you choose. You get the life you choose. Her alarm goes off at 8. She hits the snooze again, and the guy across the hall is already late. Every day we fight the fight. Some you win and some you lose. Walk the line from wrong to right. You get the life you choose. You get the life you choose. Every day we fight the fight. Some you win and some you lose. Walk the line from wrong to right. You get the life you choose. You get the life you choose. Yeah, when we recorded that, I had a bunch of friends come around, and we sat in the garden around a microphone and all went hoo ha in rhythm. The neighbours must have thought we were absolutely bonkers. So I just got a message earlier on from TC Smythe, the fabulous TC Smythe, who's in Colorado and listening to us. So we have at least two. I'm just looking over at the YouTube channel. I don't think there's anybody listening to that. Anyway, so welcome TC. It's absolutely lovely to kind of like see you out there in a virtual sense. And I look forward to seeing you again next time you're in the UK. This next song is a good deal older than the last two. And it's a song that on a theme that I return to quite a lot. It's about kind of second chances in romance, because conventional kind of romantic law holds that there's one true love for everybody, but this is of course absolute nonsense. And if you've been divorced a couple of times like me, you definitely have to believe that there is somebody else who might be just perfect for you, and in my case, third time was lucky. But this story is about a second chance, and it's called Welcome Home the Stranger. Welcome the stranger home. Find a place in your heart. True love can save anyone. Welcome home the stranger. I can remember my first kiss, my first real kiss. Tenderly as you took my hand, our lips met and my heart sang. Doves flew and bells rang. That's how sweet it was. Welcome, stranger, home. Find a place in your heart. True love can save anyone. Welcome home, the stranger. I can remember my first love, my first true love. My innocence was lost that day. Love's new disciple was strong and brave. But you broke my heart when you walked away. 'Cause it hurt so much. Welcome, stranger, home. Find a place in your heart. True love can save anyone. Welcome home, the stranger. I can remember my first wife, the mother of my only son. We stood in the chapel and we said I do. We said forever, but I think we knew the law of average would get us to. Just like everyone, welcome the stranger home. Find a place in your heart. True love can save anyone. Welcome home, the stranger. And when we parted, my heart grew cold. I just seemed to lose my soul. It was not exactly lost, but it was out of reach for everyone, including me. And I don't know how you found it, but you set me free. When every hope was gone. So welcome the stranger home. Find a place in your heart. True love can save anyone. Welcome home, the stranger. Welcome home, the stranger. Welcome home, the stranger. My dear old dad, who passed, crikey, 8 years ago now, he was a huge fan of that song. He would sing it very loudly in a very unashamed way. Whenever he was in the audience, he made a right old racket, to the point where people would tell him to shut up. Not me, obviously. Speaking of third time lucky, about 5 or 6 years ago, I guess, maybe longer, my lovely wife Karen did a very unexpected thing, and she did it just really to catch me out. What she did for Christmas, she gave me a guitar, and this is a very unusual thing for a spouse of a guitar player to do. Normally the conversation goes along the lines of, how many guitars do you really need? But nevertheless, she gave me this guitar, and I immediately wrote this song on it which is remarkably ungrateful because it's a song about a breakup. But nonetheless, it was the first thing that came out. It was a Gretsch resonator, so it seemed to want to be. In fact, it's not even here in the studio today, so otherwise I would have played it on it. But nevertheless, it's called Dark Day, and it's dedicated to anybody that's screwed up a perfectly good relationship by doing or saying the wrong thing. Always seem to happen just when things are good. Do something that I should not do instead of what I should. And always I regret it. I can't excuse it or explain. Try to forgive me. Even the brightest star can have a dark day. Well, I try to be a good man, but I know that I'm no saint. I do my best to walk the line, but I never could walk it straight. So if ever I should wander, if ever I lose my way, try to forgive me. Even the brightest star can have a dark day. So I'll be moving on now to find me someone new, and I hope that I don't do to her whatever I did to you. Hope things will be different. I hope that I can change. Try not to hate me, darling. Even the brightest star can have a dark day. Even the brightest star can have a dark day. Even the brightest star can have a dark day. Dark Day. I should dedicate that song actually to a lovely guy, Phil Mitchell, who passed away a couple of weeks ago. And the reason, I mean, he's a sad loss. He was such a lovely guy, and a brilliant photographer as well. And he was part of the Guildford music scene that I inhabit, and he took probably the first decent photographs of me. I had come to the conclusion until that point that it was impossible to take decent photographs of me while performing, largely because I spend most of my life with my head back and my mouth open. In fact, Phil used to say to me that he knew my teeth better than my dentist, but he always seemed to find some really lovely moments where I wasn't doing that and put them out there. And so he's a huge loss. He died too young. Anyway, I noticed, by the way, that Dragonfly Sky. Chris and Amy are on. Welcome, Chris and Amy. Now, they're relevant to this moment because they've sort of helped me kind of find my way through the maze of tech to get this trick to happen. But I have to fess up at this point. I haven't used the Pro Rig, and so I'm not using my. There's a gadget that Chris uses pretty much, I think, for all of their shows, so that they can live stream kind of in a mobile situation. And so I was experimenting with that, and I was going to basically use my OBS Studio kit and then have the mobile on the side. But in the end, that proved more complicated. And in the end, what I did was use a thing called Restream. So I don't know how it's going. I mean, I've tried and tested this a few times. In fact, people caught me out. You know, I put out a little test to see how it would go, which is about 5 minutes long, several times during this week. And somebody actually came up to me and said, "Oh, have you been live streaming during the week?" Well, not officially, but Restream basically takes this input and then puts it out in parallel to Facebook and YouTube. So if it's doing what it should, then great. It's a very simple solution to my problem. I'll come back to the Pro Rig further downstream if I ever get brave enough to try and live stream my live gigs out on the road. Anyway, enough tech. This is a song about a place I lived in Washington, D.C., on the corner of 15th and P Street. And I think of those times with great affection and nostalgia. Seems like America is a different place now. Ellen, how are you doing over there? I imagine your life is sort of swinging between dismay and outrage. But anyway, it was much calmer when I was there. And we just had this lovely time living in the leafy suburbs of DC in the northwest quarter, which is very like Farnham, actually, or Guildford. It's a Georgian-looking place, which is no real surprise because it was King George the something was on the throne at the time, much to the irritation of all the founding fathers. Anyway, the architecture still looks lovely in that quarter, and so we had a lovely time, and I wrote this song about that experience. It's called 15th and P Street. On 15th and P Street, the sun shines warm on the Logan Tavern and the Whole Food store. Won't you meet me tonight by the TV screen in the bar on the corner of 15th and P? And every Sunday the band plays hot, make you remember the songs you'd forgotten, and the music beguiles us, so tender and so sweet. And you can bring your guitar, play me some tunes, sing me a love song so honest and true, and I will believe that you wrote it just for me. On 15th and P Street, the sun shines warm on the Logan Tavern and the Whole Food store. Won't you meet me tonight by the TV screen in the bar on the corner of 15th and P? And the hurricane season is blowing again. Down at the coast, the storm clouds gather, and the metro was shut. But all we got was some rain. And I looked at you, you looked at me. was still flowing and the nachos are free. I guess we got lucky. No records were broken today. On 15th and P Street, the sun shines warm. On the Logan Tavern and the Whole Foods store. Won't you meet me tonight by the TV screen in the bar on the corner of 15th and P? And all of those interns that work on the Hill, talking all night about democracy, when it's plain to see, well, they're just trying to get laid. And I hope that at least some of them do. You can survive, but it's a cold life without it. Gotta open your heart when you're playing your part so earnestly. On 15th and P Street, the sun shines warm. On the Logan Tavern and the Whole Foods store. Meet me tonight by the TV screen in the bar on the corner of 15th and P. But up in the sky, an airplane is coming to take me away. Take me back to England where I miss my home. And I can't wait to see it again. Right here on P Street, life will go on. With me or without me, the sun shines just the same. But part of it comes with me, and part of me will remain. So on 15th and P Street, the sun goes down. On the Logan Tavern and the whole downtown. Meet me tonight by the TV screen in the bar on the corner of 15th and P. In the bar on the corner of 15th and P. Thank you. I see a few more of you have turned up, and those of you I saw last night, Mo and Michael Tidy, they too were at one winter's night last night. I trust you enjoyed it all. We can talk privately about favourites. I loved them all, but I mean, of course, I love Ed Blunt most of all because he's a dear friend, and I was his mentor for 6 months. So I was helping him guide him towards finishing his album and generally keeping him on the straight and narrow. So it was lovely to see Ed. Ed's not done that show before, and he's working like a Trojan all over the place. He seems to be everywhere at the moment. So good luck to you, Ed, I say. Ed contributed one of the tracks on our Christmas CD that he played last night. It was The Dome of St. Paul. Shame he didn't mention the CD because we might have flogged a couple and raised a bit more money for our charity, which is Crisis. Never mind, Ed. Next time, maybe. So This next song is. Oh, I see Sheila's there as well. Hello, Sheila. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm sure you did. It was a freezing cold night last night, wasn't it? We all arrived bundled up like Eskimos, and then had to deal with all of our clothing, slightly kind of damp clothing. Anyway, it was a lovely, lovely night. This song is again a long time ago now. I mean, it's probably pre the millennium. I think it is. It's dedicated to commuters. I was a commuter for a while, not very long really. I spend a lot of my life being a shift worker, and shift working is an unusual lifestyle. It was pretty easy going, the shifts, but you know, you did get night shifts and morning shifts and afternoon shifts, and so your kind of roster was out of step with the working week. But there was a couple of years where I was just trogging up and down to London all the time on the train or in the car. Particularly in the train. I hated those train journeys because when you're travelling with everyone like that, there's never a seat. It's all very uncomfortable. Anyway, this song is called Paint Box. Actually, it features a character called Michael. For no reason, I just threw the name in on the off chance, and somebody came up to me at a gig once and said, "Hey, that song is written about me." And I said, well, I'm glad that it kind of resonates with you. He said, "No, but my name is Michael." Good. This one is for you, Michael. Michael was the man who found his life. Been wondering forever just what he had to do, and he suddenly remembered he left it in the pocket of his childhood. While sitting on a Southwest train, like any Monday morning, they were 30 minutes late. When he laughed so loud, another person actually caught his eye. He said, "I am a provider, I live to provide." And you know that's okay, but there's more to this life of mine than an instinct to survive. Michael caught the train straight back home. His wife was in the kitchen and he kissed her on the mouth, and he told her not to worry, no, everything is going to be all right. He said, "I am a provider, I live to provide." That's okay, but there's more to this life of mine. He said, "Come with me, run with me, let's get drunk and make love till the sun goes down. Laugh with me, cry with me, let's just try to be more than the rules allow. Put our hands in the paint box, smear this life with whatever the colors we find." Oh. For Michael, life was never quite the same, but it always made him smile when he thought about that day and his moment of defiance, so small and yet so beautiful. He said, "I am a provider, I live to provide. You know that's okay, but there's more to this life of mine. Oh, he said, come with me, run with me. Let's get drunk and make love till the sun goes down. Laugh with me, cry with me. Let's just try to be more than the rules allow. With our hands in the paint box, smeared this life with whatever the colors we find. Turn around. Paint box. The next song is once again sort of connected to the One Winter's Night thing. I wrote this song in a committee, and committee writing is kind of a tricky thing. But it seemed to work in this case. There's a little kind of gang of us, gentlemen of a certain age, that get together to write songs, although typically we talk about it more than really write any songs. But the crowd includes the lovely Gavin Thomas and Peter Buckle, who were there last night, and Charlie Kelland and Nick Bliss and me. And Peter had written a lyric about his daughter, the pressure she was under as a junior doctor. And essentially we all clubbed together and wrote this around his lyric. And the last time I played at One Winter's Night, which was quite a while ago now, I wasn't actually on the bill, but the charity in question was the Samaritans, and this song speaks a lot to the dangers of this kind of pressure and where it leads. And so it seemed relevant. We released it in aid of the Samaritans, and it raised some money for them, and that's all great. And because it was relevant to that night, I went kind of as an extra on the bill and played this one song. Gavin was very strict with me. He said, "You're not allowed to talk." Basically, he let me have 3 minutes only in the schedule. Anyway, the song is about the pressure of expectations, which we all feel from time to time. Let's do that again. Just how strong do you want me to be? 'Cause what you see is the best of me. I watch as you hear the words that you fear, see the faces of those you hold dear. It's the start of the day, and to me it's so clear, hope was never so near. Just how strong do you want me to be? 'Cause what you see is the best of me. Still I feel, still I believed just how strong, just how strong must I be? Deep in the darkness, deep in the night, there is no forgiveness for oversight. As sleep and doubt and the demons fight, and they prey on my mind. Just how strong do you want me to be? what you see is the best of me. Still I feel, still I bleed. Just how strong, just how strong must I be? I know you don't want to hear it, so I won't say it out loud. I've got to bury it deep, just deal with it somehow. How strong do you want me to be? 'Cause what you see is the best of me. And I'd give it all to set you free. Just how strong, just how strong must I be? All the money being raised by that song, I mean, the very, very little, there's a few pence a year come in from the streaming revenue, but whenever I play it live, I report it on my set list, and I get, threepence halfpenny from PRS for it, but all of that money goes to the Samaritans. I just wish it was more. I mean, so for example, there's no revenue raised from doing this that I can discern. I think theoretically there might be some, but certainly I've never ever seen it on a PRS statement, money from YouTube or indeed Facebook. Those guys are very good at keeping the money to themselves. Anyway, maybe it'll be a massive hit one day for somebody, and then of course all the money will go to the Samaritans, which would be great. Let's switch over to the lap steel. Hold on. I don't practice my lap steel quite enough, and as you'll be able to tell, but I kind of like the songs that I play on it. This is me just finding the notes. This is something Keith, my good friend KB Bailey, says. He says, it's not that I'm kind of extemporizing, it's just I'm trying to remember where all the notes are. Anyway, this song is dedicated to Jane Austen. She had a thing, she didn't seem to hold much with Vickers. Vickers always got a bad rap in her books. I'm trying to think if there was one that I know of where the vicar didn't come off badly. But more specifically, this is a song dedicated to that strange part of well, certainly English culture that certainly doesn't exist anymore, which is about the sort of a declaration of love followed swiftly by a proposal of marriage. So it all blurted out in the same paragraph. And then, as I say, Jane Austen's characters, the vicars that go through this trauma, generally don't survive it terribly well. But I don't say in this story whether this proposal is accepted. You can make your own mind up. It's called Hoping That You Can. First saw you, then I knew no doubt about it, out of the blue. When something feels right, it has got to be true. You're the woman for me, and I'm the man for you. I'm the man for you. I was young once, now I'm not. I had to work hard for what I got. What I know, I have mostly forgot. But my heart is your heart till the day it stops. Till the day it stops. Don't try to fight it, baby. Don't make a fuss. I find my life works better if I don't think too much. I don't deserve you, baby, and that's the truth. But I thought that I would ask you, just in case you think I do. That's enough about me. You know who I am. You got my dreams and my future in your hands. If you don't think you could love me, I will understand. But I'm hoping that you can. If you don't think you could love me, I will understand. But I'm hoping that you can. I'm a big fan, I have to say, of Jane Austen. Although truth to tell, I've not read the books, I've just seen the adaptations. I mean, there's a kind of tradition in our family of watching Pride and Prejudice, the BBC adaptation, which is pretty much word for word exactly what the book is about, as far as I can tell. But it's just a wonderful adaptation, and it's a very curious life they were leading in 18th century England, while, just to bring it back to my American friends, while all hell was breaking loose in your part of the world. They were all very, it was all about the etiquette and the manners. Absolutely no sex. Right, where are we going? Oh, cracky, we're nearly getting to the end. I'm going to sing this song. I've just been involved in a project with my good friend David Croft. David is, we were schoolmates basically, and our respective girlfriends for one brief moment knew each other, and therefore we met, and it turned out we were both mad guitar players. And this all led in the years that followed to making this album at Surrey Sound Studios in Leatherhead, which was the centre of the punk universe for many bands. We weren't punk at all. We were sort of completely out of step, so it didn't really go anywhere in the end. So we finished the album. It wasn't good. It wasn't particularly well received. Well, no, it wasn't received well at all. Nobody wanted this thing because it was so out of fashion. So it just lay there dormant. And then recently, a year or so ago, some guy on the internet contacted me wanting to buy a copy. So I said, well, you can't. And then I I came up with this idea of re-recording the whole thing, soup to nuts. How would I do it 50 years later? How would I do it this time? So David and I got back together. We hadn't played together for probably decades. And we re-recorded the whole thing, rearranged it, re-recorded, and so that's out there. And Graham's helping me with it. This is the only song I'm have bothered to learn to play. I promise, Graham, I will learn some others. Anyway, this is called The Music Maker, and on the original album it was called Dusty Road Boogie, and it was an instrumental. And I've put some words to it that sort of give some relevance to the dusty road. But the better title is The Music Maker. Anyway, let's go. It's The Music Maker. I am a music maker out there on a dusty road. I am a music maker out there on a dusty road. Guitar on my shoulder and 3 chords in the pocket of my coat. My music is a freight train that's rolling down this empty track. My music is a freight train rolling down this empty track. I don't know where it's going, I only know that it's not coming back. And I say, hey, 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 the music maker's on his way, hey, hey. Well, 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 I've got stories from this dusty road to tell. Now music is my calling, and I can play you anything you want. Music is my calling, and I can play you anything you want. Rocking and a rolling, make you dance, so break your heart. Now someday I may be famous, my music ringing loud and clear. Someday I may be famous, now my music ringing loud and clear. Till then I shall be nameless, somebody get me out of here. And I said, hey, 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 the music maker's on his way, hey, hey. Well, 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 I've got stories from this dusty road to tell. Well, if you like my music, maybe you can sing along. If you like my music, maybe you can sing along. But if you don't, I guess I'll just be moving on. And I said, hey, 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 my music maker's on his way, hey, hey. Well, 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 I've got stories from this dusty road to tell. Hey, 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 my music maker's on his way, hey, hey. Well, 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 I've got stories from this dusty road to tell. Hey, 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 my music maker's on his way, hey, hey. Well, 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 I've got stories from this dusty road to tell. David and I are rehearsing. I'm seeing him on Friday. We've had a couple of rehearsals. I mean, he's not been well, David. He when we got together, he told me that he couldn't play anymore. But this project has kind of brought him back, and so I think that's really lovely that he's playing again, and it's possible that you'll see us somewhere doing a gig, which will be the first time for about 30 years, I think. Anyway, that would be a wonderful thing. So this is going to be by way of my last song, and I shall, yeah, let's do this one. So before I play it, thank you once again to Graham Steele and his online music club, which is the medium through which, in the end, all of this happens. He invites me to play, and I play, and then I kind of create the content, and he shares it amongst all of his lovely friends and followers. And so thank you very much, Graham. I will be seeing you, I think, on Sunday. I think, is it Wild Sundays this Sunday? I think it is. Well, I'm sure you'll tell me. Thank you all for coming. I'm just looking at, oh, blimey, cracky, there are some comments on the YouTube channel. I have no idea who they are from. They're in even smaller type than the ones on Facebook, so I absolutely can't read them. But of course, I will respond to you guys on YouTube. How lovely to see you all there. And I hope to see you again soon. And this song is called Life So Far, and I'm going to dedicate it to all the lovely players that were at One Winter's Night last night. Not on the bill was a guy called Harry Baker, who I wrote this song about. But it's equally applicable to absolutely every kid that picks up an instrument and decides to play and write and be out there, and, you know, with all their ambitions, mad though they may be, it's a wonderful thing to behold. And I've absolutely loved sharing, you know, their lives as part of my music life these days. So that's one of my favorite things. So good luck to all of you, and I will see you next time on the Graham Steele Online Music Club. There's a kid I know, plays the guitar, plays pretty good, and he could go far. A local hero, some kind of star on social media. And he dreams one day of making it big, TV specials and stadium gigs. But for now, he's playing this pub for tips, happy to be here. He keeps his eyes closed to see the wind blow. Then he plays and he sings, with tears in the lyrics and blood on the strings, to reveal the wild and curious things in the story of his life so far. It's all that he knows, all that he wants from his head to his toes, following wherever it goes, the story of his life so far, life so far. Now the kid's in college, doing a degree, playing the 12-bar blues in a major key. And it's pretty much always in E, but nobody's whining. Whatever he's doing it right. He makes it rock on Saturday night, and some suit from a label is probably going to sign him. But they don't own him. Nobody knows him. He just plays and he sings, tears in the lyrics and blood on the strings, to reveal the wild and curious things in the story of his life so far. It's all that he knows, and all that he wants from his head to his toes, following wherever it goes, the story of his life so far, life so far. So Johnny B. Good took his gunny sack, went to the city, and he ain't coming back. And I like to believe he's leading the rock and roll lifestyle. And I hope that success won't go to his head, but it probably will. In fact, it probably has. It's the fate of the angels to fall when they stop flying. So play, sing, with tears in the lyrics and blood on the strings, to reveal the wild and curious things in the story of your life so far. It's all that he knows, and all that he wants, from his head to his toes, following wherever it goes, the story of his life so far, the story of his life so far, the story of his life so far, life so far. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.